This is some of the group of people that are going to meet us at the Juan Ponce De León site. We're getting together this morning for the hotel to go to the site, to the landing where Juan Ponce De León landed.
How you doing? Welcome.
And this is the tool that was actually used to do the traveling, which is called a dead reckoning. So this is what they use to measure the depth of the water, to measure the depth, the height, and then actually what they saw. So when they came down the first day, this is what he saw. They put that into the log, the depth of the water, and they also wrote a description of what they actually saw. So that's how we know that Douglas Peck, when he did the research, was correct, because what they took from Spain and what he saw in the log and what he matched on what he saw on his trip, it matched the first day, the second day, the third day, the fourth day, until he got to Melbourne Beach. And when you get to Melbourne Beach, those are basically, you can see on there, it says number 10, but it's actually 30 days. So if they needed to go up to St. Augustine, it would have taken 2 more days. And that's not in the log, so it couldn't have never happened. So he actually proved this, Doug Peck, and it's a wonderful thing. So we have the breakdown here of what happened, a little bit of all the stuff that was going on, and then a little bit of background description. And then over here we talked a little bit about Ponce de León and who he was, the coat of arms that basically he had. So that's where we are here. Now, just to think that you guys are here today, somebody can come from here and take a picture this way so you can see the crowd. Does anybody got a camera?
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah, if you could snap it, I mean, so you can upload it.
This is the one for, remember this most wanted?
Yeah.
Oh, did you point out that the logo and View TV and the chamber are here because they're recognizing the efforts. This whole thing came about as of Sam's and Teresa's initiative working with Douglas Peck, who was the historian.
Yes. So at the end of the day, what you guys are visioning now, what you guys saw over there, this is something that we've been dealing with in this park since we started. Vandalism, hatred towards the Hispanic community, and every time we do something, we have to come back to fix it. I mean, it's incredible. And can you imagine that this is actually a national treasure? Because this is where he landed. Look at the condition of what you see here. How dirty and filthy, because they don't even upkeep it. They don't do anything to upkeep it. So the upkeeping of this is going to have to be done by us, because nobody's going to give a damn. As soon as Tuesday comes, I'm going to be complaining about what they did over there, how that vandalism took place. Unless they actually, they took the whole front off.
Oh no.
Okay, and they knew that this was coming, this was going to happen today. They knew there was people traveling here. So either they have the piece, or the piece was loose and they took it off and they have it, so that we could put it back, or something happened to it. You know, because when we came here last week, that was on. We were here. So, you know, so this is our heritage. And it's not only the Hispanic heritage, but also African Americans, because on that same ship with Ponce De León was 2 free blacks on that ship. So the history is pretty well taken, and with that also came Christianity, because they brought Christianity into the area.
Education.
So yeah, well, everything, you name it. The wheels started rolling. The first hospital, the first mass, the first university, the first ranch, the first colonization, because St. Augustine is the oldest city on the hemisphere, in the northern hemisphere. The oldest city within the United States, and the whole entire United States, is actually part of the United States, in San Juan, Puerto Rico. which is actually older. It's the oldest city, tied into the whole, what we call the United States, the continental United States. So it's Puerto Rico, St. Augustine, on the mainland is the oldest city.
Over 100 years of the pilgrims landing on Plymouth Rock.
So we have the history. The only way that we're going to continue to maintain this history is if we step it up and we do not let what just took place, we do not let it actually say, well, we're going to quit. We got to come back, fix it.
You
And if it falls again or they take it apart, we got to get back there and fix it and stay in their face. So this is something it's going to be ongoing, but I can tell you, we're going to make a lot of noise. And a lot of people are going to hear it because I'm going to actually talk a little bit about this stuff tomorrow at the parade, where there's going to be thousands of our people. And so the pressure is going to be on there because there's going to be a lot of elected officials there. There's going to be a whole bunch of people there. So either they have the piece, the minute it was loose, or they're just going to say that they don't know anything, but we have a camera, and we're going to ask to roll that camera. And if we don't see anything in the tape, then we know it's bullshit, and we'll take it from there, and we'll bring in the national media.
A couple things of history that are important you should know from Spain. When the ships were going back and forth to Spain, there were issues brought up about the treatment of the Indians and the slaves by Fray Bartolomé de las Casas. And he pointed out to the Corte de Cádiz, and all these fellows in Spain were talking about liberating the slaves since the 16th century, okay? And that was the time when they were started being liberated by the Spanish way before it was liberated as a general rule in the States by the British. And when you look at the Spanish, when they colonized, they educated and they Christianized. The Brits and the French at that time would not care about education, did not blend, that's why we have so many colors, because they blended. The Spanish blended with the Indians, with the Africans, and that's why we have so many colors in Latin America. But when you go to islands that were French or British, like Jamaica, Martinique, Guadeloupe, you see it was either black or white. And education did not come until later. The abolition of slavery did not come until a later age. So the Spanish were really not perfect, but out of all the empires, they were pretty decent as far as wanting to educate, and that's what we're all about, education and protection of civil rights and promoting our culture, and that's why I thank them for that.
Now I'm going to take you over. There's going to be people that are going to say, oh, this never happened here.
Until the fork failed.
Yep.
Go ahead, so explain.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There was a fork up in Jacksonville. It was sponsored by the Spanish for the blacks and the Indians to have leverage against the Americans coming over.
It's called Fort Moses.
Yeah, Fort Moses. And it was supplied by the Spanish, and it was a treaty between the Seminole Indians and the blacks. Even the blacks that ran over, once they ran over to Florida, they wouldn't let them go back. They said, no, this is a free state. And Chief Osceola married one of them slave women, and he came and said, your wife is my property. And he said, no, she's not. She's a free person. He said, if you don't hand her over, there'll be war. Chief Osceola stood 7 feet tall, said, then there's war.
Okay, so the history is pretty well taken. We're going to take you now to the land marker, because if some people are going to say, well, how could you prove that and everything? Well, we got a land marker from the state, and it's right over there on the other side. So we're just going to walk around there, and we're going to go read the land marker that was given to us by the state of Florida.
That's why they got the Sergeant Figueroa black in San Agustin?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Florida was a free state. The farthest state in the South was free.
Wow.
If that fort would have stand, it would have been a different history in Florida. It would have been a much different history. That all people would flourish. The Spanish, the blacks, and the Seminoles would flourish better.
Wow.
But unfortunately, the fort, they did a lucky shot, and it hit the ammo base, and the whole fort flew up, and then the levers fell, and the rest, and that's when they called the sudden land stakers, the Florida crackers. That's when their history began.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and a lot of them had went and staked lands. I mean, hundreds and thousands of acres was to stake, claim and registered in Port, Tallahassee. First it was Jacksonville before they moved to Tallahassee. And a lot of history is still there. A lot of the, I think the doodles, the Plats, on and on, them are people that have all that land along the East Coast. Generations, their great-grandfathers squatted that land, and that is from Florida history.
You guys are going to hear stories, some of the stories that were prefabricated out of this community by, of course, none other than the Caucasian people, because this is their way of basically making things and actually blaming people for different things, and the Spanish for all their failures or whatever. So the reason why I'm telling you this is because they're going to tell you that Juan Ponce De León landed in St. Augustine, and then they're going to tell you that he landed somewhere around this vicinity, but that he had killed all the Indians. That when he landed here, there was a whole bunch of Indians and he killed them. In actuality, that never happened. When Juan Ponce De León landed here, he saw just flowers, he saw everything else but Indians. And that's in the record and it's recorded in Spain. So don't be fooled by people that will come up to you and start telling you, oh yeah, when Ponce De León came here, he came to Bavard and he wiped out the Indians because there was no Indians to be wiped out here. And it's clear, it's so clear that he didn't even have any encounters with any Indians. But this is the landmark by it says while there's some disagreement among scholars, it is believed that this site may have been the area where Juan Ponce De León landfalled in April 1513. It has long been thought that the event took place near St. Augustine based upon studies of compasses and headings did not account for the inability of the 16th compass, divisions or effects of the Gulf Stream. Juan Ponce De León's route from the sailboat, however, and was found more likely to land the landing site. Petrus sailed the same waters when Juan Ponce De León took, and he resailed the route the same year as 1513 voyage. He reached Florida minutes away at the eastern shore at 28 degrees north latitude, 80 degrees and 29 minutes west latitude, just south of what we call now Melbourne Beach. He can now be placed so accurate within 5 to 8 nautical miles of either side of this navigation fix. Many historians now conclude that the area south of Melbourne Beach, such as this site, was more probable the location for Ponce De León's first landing. This part, Ponce De León landing, was created in 2005.
That has to be accurate before they put something like that here. And if you want to know good history, the Seminoles got great oral history. You want to know the truth about what happened to the Indians, go to them and ask them.
And you know that
and they will tell you.
There's documentary called The Trail of Tears, and the people that actually put the Indians in the reservations were the British, and even some of the Americans. Andrew Jackson came and basically rounded them all up and put them in the reservations where they still are today.
So half of that stuff they were saying killing them and it's all a lie?
Well, it's exaggerated.
Yeah.
There were some Indians killed because these skirmishes, the Indians are territorial.
But none of that took place by Ponce De León. Not on this side. Not here.
It's really exaggerated. You know, kind of like in Vietnam, they exaggerated our soldiers for being baby killers. Maybe some people got killed by friendly fire, but when they called them baby, that's an exaggeration. Bar Ponce De León failed in the same.
Okay, so we're gonna go back now, and we're gonna go. I don't know if you guys know where the gallery is, but we're gonna go towards the gallery. We got to be there at 2 o'clock.
Oh, that downtown Melbourne.
Yeah, downtown Melbourne. So we'll get together and we'll get there. All right, so we're gonna break.
New Haven. They put in New Haven, Melbourne, and then go west.
De aquí para allá.
No, I'm gonna go this way.
the post office in Henderson. You know the address, Sam?
Huh?
You know the exact address you want to put it in?
The exact address.
That address, put it in the GPS.
701.
So,
Isn't it North New Haven?
I don't know, but I have a thing in my car, so I'll give it to you.
He's got a flyer.
closer to west.
Yeah.
Because by the post office in the Henderson, and that's in the back.
So it says this is the historical site. I'm going to show you the land marker. That's where I told you to go there.
Y ya le enseñaste los placards acá.
Look this way, come on this side, you'll see the Indians basically looking at the water, and there's the ships on that side coming in.
Yeah.
Right? And then if you go on this side, you see Ponce De León coming on the shore.
That's
Now
nice.
this was done by school kids. They were the ones that did this. 3rd graders, 4th graders were the ones that put these things together. And they put them up here.
Y lo bonito de la parada, con lo que hizo Sam, que ha hecho que otras paradas no han hecho, que envuelve mucho la comunidad, pero a nivel de escuela, sobre 25 escuelas van a ver ahí, que no hay ninguna parada en Estados Unidos puertorriqueña. Entonces los estudiantes que fuimos a reunirnos en 2 reuniones grandes con todas las escuelas, los ponen a hacer proyectos de la historia de Puerto Rico, de la historia de Juan Ponce de León. O sea, un proyecto bien bonito, se convierte en un proyecto cultural educativo. Entonces ellos van allá a la parada y llevan algunos de los proyectos que hicieron. Hay unos que van disfrazados de peloteros, porque hay un joven que recibe un reconocimiento con la beca Roberto Clemente. ¿Okay?
Él no vino anoche tampoco, no sabemos, pero tenemos la placa, ya la tengo
Que se
acá.
escoge del county. El mejor pelotero, que da la que soy en este caso es puertorriqueño.
Y la escuela más grande en la Florida tiene el nombre de Roberto Clemente, Sports Complex.
¿Verdad?
Ya, sí, fuimos nosotros que hicimos todo eso, con la cámara y con UTV. So, esto aquí está hecho por los muchachos.
Tuvo
Vamos
que
acá,
sudar y luchar porque eso
let's
no
all get
costó
together so that
$60,000.
he can take a picture and then we'll walk to the other end.
¿Tú has escuchado de Deer Hunter?
Deer Hunter, sí.
Brother, tú te pareces a Crescenzo, al que toca la batería. Yo los conozco, ellos son de allá de Rhode Island.
Ya, sí.
Ajá. Nosotros le grabamos un video a ellos. Sí, todavía no han salido. Ellos están de gira por Europa. Sí. Y hay otro from the Indian Lakes también. Ellos vienen ahora a The House of Blues.
¿Sí?
Oye, como yo, me da la dirección,
Pero
Samuel.
te parece al hermano de Casey, al que toca la batería.
Mira, te la apunto, pero es Downtown Melbourne.
No, it's not there where he's gonna wait.
701, 701. You got it. I gave you the poster.
No, su casa, como voy a planchar mi camisa, hombre. Yo plancho todavía.
Ah, pues tenemos que
Mi mamá tuvo 7 hijos, 6 varones y una hembra, y lo primero que hizo es enseñarnos a cocinar, coser y fregar. Y coser y planchar.
Oye,
El
ustedes
día que me
sabían.
enfermo yo son 7 de ustedes, tienen que ustedes hacerlo todo.
¿Tú vives en New York?
Mi mamá vive en
¿Dónde tú vives?
Boca Ratón.
¿Quién es la principal? Mirando.
Él es actor, él va a hacer
Sí,
el
yo sé.
El malo, pues no es bueno, el malo. Hay 2 tipos
No,
de.
pero Boca Ratón es chavo.
Usted estaba ayer en la...
Sí,
Usted era el de la peluca.
No, ese es mi hermano que quiere meterse en.
Ah, yo me di cuenta que era alguien vacilando, porque el que se pone peluca, primero que no se deja sacar el ticket por fuera. Y él tenía el ticket por fuera.
Ahí ya me descubrieron, descubrieron a mi hermano. ¿No?
Este es el cómico, este es el serio.
Ah, ok.
Hey, let's get everybody in front of this statue so that he can take some pictures.
Vamos a tapar lo que se llevaron para que no se vea feo eso. Chiquito enfrente,
Front of it.
Esto se hizo en la noche, porque en el día nadie va a estar, porque la gente que viene a visitar, si hubieran visto eso, hubieran llamado a la policía. Esto fue de noche que hicieron. Yo no sé si es que...
Oh no, I just noticed when I was driving it looked different, something like wow.
Yes. So they knew we were coming here today, so they yanked it out.
That was a plaque.
Yeah,
Double check, Sam, double check with regard
yeah, we have cameras up there, so we're gonna ask you to roll the camera and see if you can catch.
Esto se hizo de noche y como ese gate está cerrado,
chequea Parks and Recs,
maybe
make
they
sure
were
that
parked
they
on the
move it out of the way.
No. Mi hermano se quedó en el cuarto, dije que era la
Double check first.
Sí, no, y nadie de ahí.
Pero se ve bien porque parece como si hubiesen puesto dos sellos de esos de vela que ponían en el pasado.
¿Sabes que yo estuve antes de la
Rafael fue el que hizo esa estatua y hizo la cara como él.
Como él aparecía ahí.
Sí, se parece a Rafael.
Él es español también.
Ajá.
Pero si tú ves al...
Yo siempre he pensado que Rafael es Juan Ponce de León reencarnado porque Juan Ponce de León era bajito.
Pero tú has visto
La gente no medía más de 5 pies antes.
Pero tú viste al que el último que queda de la familia de Juan Ponce de León.
Ajá.
¿Tú la has visto?
¿Quién?
Ese viste como es cuando viene a las actividades.
Ah, bueno, eso no sé.
Y parece igualito a Juan
Eso no
Ponce
sé
de León.
porque los apellidos de él son diferentes.
Él
Ayes.
dice un librito. Él es como que dice descent de Juan Ponce de León.
Sí.
I was hoping he came this year, but he usually comes every year. Y más o menos, sí. Porque él viene y se viste como Juan Ponce de León.
Sí, porque Juan Ponce de León ahí en mi pueblo, ahí en Yauco, de verdad. Sí.
Pues él uno de
Pero,
los descendientes.
pero esos apellidos de él no son iguales. No sé.
So we're gonna see exactly what happened. So can you take a picture of that so that we can have it?
No, para que si algo pasa así. Pero se lo puede dejar saber como quiera.
When did it happen, you know?
It had to happen between last week and this week, if you were here last week, and we were here with a group of people, and that was up.
No,
when
but
you
when
write
you
it
file a
up.
report, you don't give a case number, you
I'm
know.
not filing a report on it or anything.
Can you file a report?
I can call in, but right now,
Yeah, they've been here since 9 in the morning, yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna call it in. And your name?
No, he's saying that he can't.
No, he's saying he's gonna call it in.
Well,
Good point. You gotta do that, right?
I'll go take care of it.
We got a lot of we have representatives
they might
here.
already know about it.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I would suggest. Get with them. I can call it in. I'll call it in a little bit later.
Do you have a card? So
No, I don't have to call it. I'm just a citizen. I'm just
right.
not a law.
And they don't give you guys anything?
My name's Tim. Okay.
Tim? And you took pictures, right?
Yes.
So you with what? Bedford Bay?
I'm with the sheriff's department. Okay. I'm with the COP program. Okay.
All right, thank you.
You take care.
Thank you, Tim.
What's your name again?
My name is Samuel López. I'm the president of the chamber.
Yeah. But still.
You don't think nobody
But they will tell you just
As far as I know, nobody called me. Usually they call me when there's vandalism. Nobody called me.
Okay.
they little kids, so
Still little kids.
Where
are they sending the kids?
Abriendo los track top by the back.
Did you give me the address?
Yeah, he got it, but I want to get to address. I need to check your wife to make sure we don't cross each other. I don't want to go there. Si fanno anche come pancia di Coco. Ok, déjame llamarla.
321 254
Espérate, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1.
254
Ok,
56 33.
ok, chévere, yo la llamo ahora.
You think I say? Okay, that's going to be about it's going to be.
Para ver el sketch, o sea, de aquí vamos, lo seguimos a la...
We're gonna go there. That's where we're gonna give out the
Awards.
Around 3 o'clock.
Oh, 3 p.m.?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
From there.
Hi Teresa, Alexis,
We'll have lunch there. And then
It's actually 1 o'clock. I was going to go straight there, but it wouldn't make no sense to wait for 2 hours. Can I follow Alexis or something? Or?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go to my house.
That's
I gotta
what
go.
I'm
Yeah. You come to the house.
So we're going to meet around 3 then?
Yes. 7 o'clock.
I got the address, man.
Yeah. You can put it in your computer.
Okay, so I'm going to follow you, go with you.
Hey, there's my buddy Sam.
Oh man. Let me just tell you. I tried to call you several times.
I've been out of town, I'm just coming.
I was like, what happened? And the phone said, you can't take the call at this moment. And I'm like, I'm going crazy. I'm like, no, what are you talking about? They gave me the newspaper. It came out in the newspaper. Yeah, it came with your name and everything, and I'm trying to call your house. The phone is, and I'm saying to myself, oh my God, maybe it's... No, it didn't. No, it didn't say. No, we looked. It said Melbourne Beach. I had it home, yeah. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'm like, I try to continue calling to your house, and then we were gonna give Ann a call to see if Ann knew your address and stuff, so we could take a ride to your house. You know, because I said, oh man, because we're gonna start filming, and we wanted you to be part of this at the end of the month. Yeah, so I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it's like when she just told me Frank is over. I just like, I was gonna go through this.
Oh, but I don't know.
No, this is not bad. No, we just got, that's got to be covered. So we don't know if somebody took this thing off, tied it off, or just was used. Yeah. So we're going to call them and find out what happened.
Oh, maybe not.
carro está usando un gancho. No tiene el jack, it's flat, so you gotta push down. La batería del tipo se lleva.
We'll see you there, Sam. On the road.
He's over there? Oh, okay.
Came down with a capsule.
We're gonna go to.
He's a historian, one of the oldest historians.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Okay. Right.
Gallery, yeah, I was reading, I read the book.
701. You want to be there.
Gus, I'm gonna follow you. Yeah, okay, now.
So we're gonna be there. And I want you to read some of the plaques and addresses that are gonna be
Red pocket.
You can bring him.
Oh yeah, they can come. It's open. It's open. Yeah, it's nothing, you know. Right. So you're back on your phone. It's actually connected.
Nothing ever changed.
Right, this is my husband.
Hey, I'm from
The historian.
Well, she's now running for the city council. Tell you, it's not gonna be for state now. The city. Since she had 21,000 votes the last time, now maybe this time around she can get in as a councilwoman. We need her over. So it's gonna be good.
How was your wife?
Teresa is a councilwoman. She's already doing her stuff. She's doing good. She'll be over at the club. She's just getting all the stuff ready. Huh? Yes. Yeah, that's not just gonna go to see it. We're gonna see. Yeah, no, the camera up there. That's we put a camera. That's how we put the lens. So we're gonna see if they disconnect it. If they did it, we want it back on.